watching 24 Life TV.
Alexa Meade redefined her life's course, and now she mixes see double with her art. Alexa Meade is an internationally renowned artist whose work has been praised and is prized even beyond the realm of art by physicists, political scientists, and technologists. In prestigious galleries around the world, public plazas, the Art Basel show, and even her own studio, Meade paints light and shadow on people and objects as she sees them. And she transforms them into living two-dimensional paintings. Things are what they seem and not what they seem. In a breathtaking 36 hours, Meade paints her portrait on herself to illustrate for 24 Life how she brings a story to light and to life.
Art tells a story. It can't help but do that. When you create something that has a certain amount of ambiguity built into it, people come at it with their own perceptions, their own point of view, and see something that might not have been intended by the artist, but speaks to them in a way that feels like it can't help but be there. We make our own stories, we make our own meanings from the things around us. The most beautiful things I find are in taking those risks and finding the unknown, allowing something to just happen.
Once upon a time, Alexa had planned a career in politics. And after years of hard work and careful planning, she had a change of heart. She had to go back to an idea that took shape in an art class, a seed of inspiration that had stayed with her.
The professor asked us to create a sculpture that felt like a landscape, but was not a sculpture of a landscape. And I had no idea what that meant, and I kept asking for clarification, and he told me it was up to me to figure out. The solution I came up with involved painting the shadows directly on the ground, so that I would capture the light and the shadows within the space rather than the landscape itself. I was fascinated with light, shadow, and I decided to push that idea farther. So taking it from the landscape, I decided to see what it would look like if I put black shadows on the human body. And then painting not only shadows, but also a full mapping of light and grayscale. Highlights, darks, everything coming together in a mask of paint. It didn't really seem like it was a career path, but it felt like something I just had to do. And that drive in me was so strong that there was really no point in fighting it because it would have won out. There was no roadmap, there was no one telling me, one, how to paint in this way, but two, how to build a career in this. All the time while I'm painting, there will just be these little mini crises that pop up and I have to problem solve on my feet. One of the things is that when I start painting, I can't stop. I can't tell the model to come back tomorrow. Everything must be completed in that same day. And so much improvisation has to go into that. It's oftentimes when I can't get that thing that I want, that I get something that's absolutely ineffable, beyond description and beyond what I could have imagined. And that's what I'm constantly seeking for when I create, is to find that thing that I do not know. A lot of people have had different expectations for me than I've had for myself. And oftentimes their expectations of me are lower than what I would want anyone to have of me. And there is something demoralizing when people think that, no, you could only work at a desk, this whole artist thing, it's hard, don't bother doing it. And instead, I should find people to be around who say, maybe that's a little crazy, but I think you have it in you. And if the people around you are saying, no, you can't do it, that doesn't mean that the voice inside you has to say that as well. It's in those moments of full focus that I am able to touch on something greater than myself. This feeling that what I'm creating goes beyond what can come from my hands, and it's truly inspired.